Hey there gardeners, Chris here this morning, and I wanted to show this jack round garden arch that I'm going to be putting together. Somewhat worryingly, it has a kabillion parts, as you can hopefully just see down here. This is a very, very cheap arch. I may or may not have been encouraging my wife to spend a little bit more for something a little higher quality, but we're going to see how this goes because she loved the idea of the round arch. And basically my thought was that if I find it a little on the flimsy side, I will actually reinforce it with a little bit of mesh to basically give it a bit more strength and a bit more structure. But we're just going to see how we go. I'm not going to do a full assembly video because it just takes a lot of time. Only 40 bucks. It's not the end of the world if it's not the most amazing product. Well, we'll see how we go. What's in the box? Brackets, quite a few brackets. Keeping in mind it's got kind of like a seat, a base that it sits on. We've got all of our bolts. And then we've got a whole lot of very, very slightly bent tubes, which will make up our arch. I think there was 36 of these pieces, which gives you an idea of how much is going to be involved in putting it together. Those will be our cross braces, which are straight. And then our final bunch of very mildly bent pieces, which is obviously how they get this into such a small box. Now, I gotta be honest, these are very, very flimsy and very, very thin. All right, hopefully it's more than the sum of its parts. Let's get into it. Okay, so jack round arch, fully assembled. Obviously, this is not the place that we're putting it, although if we weren't taking cars along this bit of driveway, it'd work here too. It is, I think, 2.4 meters tall and wide, I guess you'd say. So it is a pretty decent size arch. I reckon it's on the flimsy side. As far as putting it together, it was a little frustrating because a lot of the overlaps, so basically you've got a male and a female piece of pipe that are nested inside each other and the bolt hole has to line up, which it didn't. So it took a little bit of force to get those bolts started and to get everything together, which you might look at it and go, wow, this kind of doesn't fit together. And with enough force, it does, but it's not the best as far as kind of a quality assurance side of things, because all of these pieces should be exactly the same and should be drilled exactly the same. It's powder coated. There was a lot of dings, there was rust, there was obviously bits under the powder coat. Again, it's a $40 product, it's cheap. But the reality is I don't know how long a product like this will last. It is a very, very thin walled tube, and even with the powder coating on the outside, as you tighten these up, it kind of squeezes those pieces of pipe a little bit and causes it to flatten out. You don't want to overdo it because it'll destroy it, but you also don't want to underdo it because you don't want it coming apart. But I can see kind of moisture getting into it and it'll rust out, no doubt. How many years are you going to get out of it? Who knows? If you've got a vine, which is kind of like a partially self-supporting vine, it's possible that the vine can grow across this and it'll then be largely self-supporting, even just with kind of the remnants of this in it. But I reckon without further supports, it's possible that this won't last all that long. In the years side of things, we're not talking weeks or months, just because I'm a little bit worried about it rusting out. But I mean, we'll have to see. As far as fixing it into the ground, there are some kind of ground anchors, which are just like a big U-shaped kind of thing. For us, I'm actually going to be doing a bit of groundwork around the garden to clear a spot for it. And then what I'm also going to be doing is putting some garden beds on either side to hold the Hardenbergias that will be growing with this. And I'm going to be anchoring it into the ground much, much better than the hardware they've provided. And so these are actually some jack ultra posts, steel fencing posts. These are only the 60 centimeter ones, and we're going to give that a go. because I reckon we might even be able to run them down and perhaps link them up to those leg supports, and that should do the job. We might need to connect them on. I don't know whether I'd put some metal screws through the post into those pieces. They're not too bad, but might be a bit flimsy to do that. We might just wire it in place. But yeah, I reckon a heavy duty mounting system is gonna be the way to go, because you don't want this thing falling over or anything like that. Yeah, so overall for 40 bucks, it's not too bad. I've got a very, very happy missus who likes how it's come out. It's perhaps not perfectly round, and again, I'd say just with when you tighten it up, try and get it laid out on the ground, get it nice and round and then tighten it. But yeah, it's pretty good. It's better than my initial kind of reaction expected, because basically, number one, I looked at the quality of the powder coating and the components and wasn't overly impressed. And then number two, when I was putting the pieces together, trying to get those bolts through was quite difficult at times and really required a bit of force to get them to kind of bite into the hole, which I don't think should really be necessary even for a cheap product like this. But the end result is pretty good. So for 40 bucks, it's hard to criticize it too much. I reckon what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get some mesh, and I'm basically gonna maybe like put some mesh in the pieces. I'm not 100% sure how I'm gonna do it, but it will further reinforce this. And then obviously I gotta be a little careful, because it's, you know, it's a bit on the flimsy side. You couldn't put a whole heap of weight through this, let's put it that way. And yeah, so it should work for what we're after, and yeah, give it a go.